بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين وعن أبي هريرة رضي الله تعالى عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من يدخل الجنة ينعم ولا يبأس ولا يبلى ثيابه ولا يفنى شبابه رواه Muslim. Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu narrated, he said that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that whoever will enter into the Jannat, he will be always into the in'am, into the ni'mat, always entertained, always happy, always over the moon, always over the joy. Wala yab'as, and he will never be sad. He will never face any anxiety, any nightmare, any depression, any trouble. وَلَا يَبْلَى ثِيَابُهُ, and his clothes will not become old. وَلَا يَفْنَى شَبَابُهُ, and his youth, young age will never perish. These four ni'mats of Jannat mentioned in this hadith sharif, that whoever will be entering into the Jannat, he will be always into the ni'mat, always entertained, always overjoyed, always happy, always excited, always over the moon, always in a buzz, in an excitement, in an ecstasy. And wala yab'as, he will never feel low. He will never ever feel low. Everybody wants that. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that possible. You know, when you read Quran, you feel sometimes that Quran is Jannat. When you go through these types of ahadith sharifa, your Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is taking you to Jannat, then Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself is Jannat. Whatever you talk about Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah, you will always feel happy. Whether you mention and share his hadith sharif, whether you share his seerah, whether you share his hobbies, whether you share his likings, what will upset him, whatever you share, you feel. You know, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us drown into the both Quran. Quran is a textual form of Quran, this Quran, and this Quran is a practical form of Quran. Oh Allah, till we die, let us have an ecstasy of Quran and Sunnah. If you have ecstasy of Quran and Sunnah, then you will understand little bit of Jannat. You can never comprehend Jannat in its totality. But wallahi, you can get some clue. Because I think Ibn Naimiha, he said, Man lam yadkhul jannat ad-dunya, lam yadkhul jannat al-akhirah. Whoever has not entered into the Jannat of this dunya, then he will not enter into the Jannat of akhirat. Then let us come and ask Allah, that Allah, give us Jannat of this world also. And what is the Jannat of this world? Quran and Sunnah. Quran and Sunnah is the Jannat of this world. Ask Allah for the ecstasy of Quran, buzz of Quran, intoxication of Quran. Every intoxication is forbidden. But whatever will make you breathe the love of Allah and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that ecstasy and that intoxication is for us. It is wajib, it is compulsory. Many times we go through Quran and Hadith Sharif not the way we were supposed to go. That's why same person, Ibn Taymiyyah rahmatullah alayh, he was jailed. He passed away in jail. He passed away in jail. And when he passed away, you know what he was reciting? That is Jannat. He said that whoever has not entered into the Jannat of dunya will not enter into the Jannat of akhirat. That is his experience. That is his hal. That is his life. Why? Because they jailed him, he was in jail, and last moment, when he was breathing his last, he was reading, Innal muttaqina fi jannati wa nahar, fi maq'adi sidqin inda malikim muqtadir. Pious people, they are into the gardens, they are into the rivers of Jannat. Innal muttaqina fi jannati wa nahar, fi maq'adi sidqin. They are onto the seats of sidq. Inda malikim muqtadir. By Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He was reading that last and he passed away. He passed away. They jailed him, and into the jail, approximately he completed 80 Qur'ans. 80 Qur'ans. Again, this is biggest zalim onto our tilawat of Qur'an. Uncle, that day we asked on Jummah day that how many people recite one para a day. So he thought that I was asking that how many people recite one Quran a day. There are people living in our world today that they read one Quran a day. One Quran a day, every day. In Ramadan, it increases. But normally, he was telling me in Masjid Nabwi, alayhi salatu wassalam, that normally too I recite at least 20 juz. Sometime whole Quran. They live in the same world. They have mobile phone like us. We live in the same world. I don't know how many times I told you. I was sitting next to him, and that made our friendship. I was sitting next to him in Masjid Nabwi in Ramadan Sharif. And when I feel very tired reciting Quran, so just to remove that tiredness and sleepiness, I will take out my phone to become little fresh. So when I was on my phone, he took my Quran and he put it over my phone. So it was beautiful indication that you're sitting here next to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Masjid Nabawi, Ramadan, just before iftar, something like that. And why are you going on to the phone? Read Quran. Beautiful gesture. Sometime our lecture will not leave that impact the way these people's amal will leave an impact. I don't know how many times I must have shared. Whoever goes to Madinah Munawwara, Makkah Mukarramah, I always share with them this. That these people also utilize their time in Makkah Mukarramah, Madinah Munawwara. And we also go. Person like me go and sleep there and enjoy. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq that we utilize our time, whether we are into the Haramain or Sharifain or whether we are here. He did that. And then when iftar time came, I was observing that he was reading Suratul Ikhlas and Suratul Falaq and Suratul Nas. And within few days we became friends. So I asked him that how much Quran do you recite sitting here? He said, every day before iftar, my one Quran becomes completed. That is Jannat. That is Jannat. These types of people, you know what they say? That when you are going to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that is ultimate ni'mat. We're talking about the ni'mat of Jannat. And we all should desire. We all should wish for it. We all should go for it. Because Jannat is a meeting place of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ultimate goal is Allah's meeting. So these types of people, they say that Allah's meeting is one side and whole Jannat is one side. Said, compared to Allah's meeting, whole Jannat and all its ni'mat, it's like a lollipop. These types of people, they say that. You know, let us high our aim sometime. We fell very low. I am reading Salat, Tilawat, Dua, crying to Allah. And why I am crying for? Oh Allah, my house is not being paid for. Please pay it. So Allah pay our debts. Oh Allah, my son and my daughter is not married. Oh Allah, get him married. You are crying. Allah accept your du'as. But ever in your life you ask Allah, oh Allah, I want you. I want your Habib. I want Quran. Allah, give me such children that they take the flags of Islam and go all over the world. No. My first son, my second son, my third son, my fourth son, they all settle. They have very good job. They have very good house. Their house is paid for. We struggle to the highest level in our ibadat, in our crying, in our tawaf, in our dua, in our munajat. And out of that highest struggle, what we want? Some pounds, nothing else. We never want Allah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq that we high our aims. We high our ambitions. These types of people, they say that to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is one side. Whole Jannat is like a lollipop compared to the ruyat and mulaqat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I asked him and he said, every day before iftar I complete one Quran. In our country, in our Manchester, there are people that they complete every day one Quran. Every day one Quran. They have also Wi-Fi. They have also access to all social media. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us some tawfiq. I always say that you are not using phone. Phone is abusing you. It is abusing your iman. It is abusing your deen. It is abusing your yaqeen onto Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because it brings such false amazement to you and it deprives you from the real amazement of Quran and Sunnah. You are a fool. You're not using phone. Phone is abusing you. If you don't know how to use the phone, then it is haram for you to use phone. That's what Mufti Taqi Sahib said. And if you don't have etiquette, if you are not total in command, oh Allah, give us purity of our eyes. Oh Allah, give us purity of our thoughts, our reflection, our ambitions, our desires, our wishes. I don't know what will happen to our generations to come. They are drowned into the social media. Day and night goes on to the TikTok, sitting in front of mirror and make-upping themselves day and night. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Oh Allah, make us from these types of people that who are drowned into Quran and Hadith Sharif, who loves Quran and Hadith Sharif. And don't only love Quran and Hadith Sharif, live Quran and Hadith Sharif. Rabiul Awwal we are going through. Let us renew our our slavery to our Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That we are his slave. The way Sahaba were slaves of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Let us renew our contract between ourselves and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Between ourselves and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And look at this. And look at this Ibn Taymiyyah rahmatullah alayhi. They jailed him, they isolated him completely into total isolation. And these types of people, and we shouldn't ask for these types of things because we don't know how to manage our privacy. These people, they want privacies like that more than anything else because they know how to manage their privacy. When they are free from teaching and preaching and propagating, that is the best time they have. فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ وَإِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ فَارْغَبْ. Whole day Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in between the people. And whole night he is between himself and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that possible for us. Oh Allah, give us ability that we manage our privacy. when we are lonely, when no one is watching us, and now we have so much of access to this world of temptations. We have so much of access. At that time, if you are in total command, then who knows, centuries before, whoever lived very tahir and pure life, their 100 years and your 1 hour will be more weighty, because you are in such temptations and you are defeating all those temptations and you are becoming close and close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So price is very high in our time. Whoever is managing his privacy, his loneliness, his or her, man and woman both, boys and girls all, whoever is in total command, then this time is Allah chose for them, because it is more challenging time, more rewarding time. Bigger the challenge, bigger the reward. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wallah, give us tawfiq. Whether we are in Makkah Mukarramah, whether we are in Medina Munawwara, whether we are at home, oh Allah, make our internal being pure and fully sanctified, fully cleansed, fully clean. Oh Allah, protect us that we go to Haramain al-Sharifain and we return empty-handed. Oh Allah, protect us from that type of situation. So I was saying, Ibn Taymiyyah rahmatullah, they isolated him completely. That's when he was saying that, oh my enemies, you want to punish me? This is the best time I have, because I have my Jannat in my heart. I am enjoying my Jannat now into total isolation. I have no other obligation. You isolated me from everybody, and you made me connected more and more to my Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is my Jannat. Believer's heart is his Jannat. If that heart is heart, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that possible. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that possible. Sometimes, you read some Quran, some ayats, you feel like repeating that ayat 100 times. Because every ayat will have its risk till the day of Qiyamah, and no scholar, no commentator, no mufassir, no muhaddis will say that I have fulfilled the right of one ayat, because it is the kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So our lifespan will fall short compared to when we start deriving the treasures of Quran and Sunnah. And here sometimes we say, oh, too much of time, I don't know how to kill the time. Oh Allah, give us imani management of our time. Allah, give us divine management of our time. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that possible. So, this is Hadith Sharif. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that whoever will enter into the Jannat, always into ecstasy, always over the moon, always into the buzz, always excited. Just imagine in this world that every day brings some new excitement for you, new joy for you. How happy you will be. How excited you will be. That's how your buzz and excitement and joy and being over the moon will keep on growing. It will never end. Wala yab'as. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, you will never be sad. You will never be unhappy. And symbol for that your clothes will never become old. And your freshness of teens and youth will never perish. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Sometimes some people, just to appear like a young, they work so much on their physicality that they neglect their spirituality. I'm not saying that don't care about it. No, be caring for that. But wait for the eternal beauty parlor of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, where you will be always young. You will keep on growing into your beauty. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to give us majazi khudai into the Jannat. That is the Jannat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us enter into the Jannat without any reckoning, with His pleasure. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya awwal al-awwalin, ya akhir al-akhirin, ya rahim al-masakin, ya dhal quwwati al-matin, ya dhal manni fala yumannu alayk, ya dhal tawul, ya dhal jalali wal ikram. La ilaha illa ant, زهر اللاجئين وجار المستجيرين ومأمن الخائفين يا مأمن الخائفين إن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب أشقياء فامحو عنا اسم الشقاء إن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب أشقياء فامحو عنا اسم الشقاء وإن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب مقطرا علينا أرزاقنا فامحو تقطير رزقنا وحرمان رزقنا واكتبنا وأثبتنا عندك سعداء ووفقنا الخير فإنك تقول في كتابك يمحو الله ما يشاء ويثبت وعنده الكتاب. اللهم إنا نسألك فعل الخيرات وترك المنكرات وحب المساكين وأن تغفر لنا وترحمنا فإذا أردت بقوم فتنة فتوفنا غير مفتونين غير خزايا ولا ندامة ولا مفتونين. اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا توفنا مسلما والحقنا بالصالحين. اللهم ثبتنا على الإيمان وأمتنا على الإيمان واهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم من النبيين والصديقين والشهداء والصالحين. اللهم علمنا الكتاب والتأويل. اللهم علمنا الكتاب والتأويل. اللهم ارزقنا تلاوة القرآن آناء الليل وآناء النهار واجعله لنا حجة يا رب العالمين ولا تجعله علينا حجة يا رب العالمين. اللهم ربنا توفنا مسلما والحقنا بالصالحين. اللهم آنس وحشتنا بالقرآن العظيم. اللهم ذكرنا منه ما نسينا وعلمنا منه ما جهلنا وارزقنا تلاوته آناء الليل وآناء النهار واجعله لنا إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة واجعله لنا حجة يا رب العالمين ولا تجعله علينا حجة يا رب العالمين. اللهم اجعلنا من الذين يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه. اللهم أسمعنا منادي الجنة مع الأبرار. اللهم فك رقبتنا من النار. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من السلاسل والأغلال. اللهم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا وحبيبنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمتك.